will you go on to your YouTube and see if you can hear the sound? Make sure the sound is good. It's a good thing we can edit this later, huh?
Okay, say something.
It's a good thing we can edit this later, huh? Edit this later, huh? Turn it off. You're gonna make it so it echoes. Did you hear me burp?
I have the volume down.
We'll put it up close to your ear. Can you hear me? Story time with Grandpa Dave is in. Hello, hello.
Are we on that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So Iverson, give it a couple minutes. Let everybody get in. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I literally just got off an accident and ran through the door.
True dat.
Literally ran through the door like 3 minutes ago. That's why we're 5 minutes late. All right.
Okay.
So, oh wait. We should probably do that.
What's that?
Turn it up.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Hear what?
Oh. Well, it's playing music. No? Okay.
Sorry.
Do you still have it up?
I do now. It's not working.
No. Maybe because I have Bluetooth off.
Maybe.
I don't know. Okay. You know what I should have done? I should have made that ghost picture a thumbnail.
That would have been good.
That would have been really good. I didn't do a thumbnail.
Whoops.
So this will be recorded onto our channel under live. So everybody that's coming in late, you will be able to go back into our playlist, go into the live, and you'll be able to watch it live.
Sweet.
So first off, let's talk about the last few. I got Nikki over here. Nikki's sitting right next to me. We're going to talk about the past few ghost hunts that we did. I don't know if anybody has noticed yet, but they are spot on.
Yes, very much so.
Between our Parabox that we run, between Necrophonic, I mean, that's two different apps right there. And they are spot on every time with the location. And
with what we're...
It's cool. Yeah. I mean, even as Dad put down there in the comments, the ring, everything is spot on. None of this can be programmed. Impossible. We have a video coming out. Probably, we're still kind of working on the editing right now, and it was out of a local coffee shop.
Yes.
And that one's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then we also have a haunted item that we did last weekend, and that one was even spot on.
Yeah, it was.
100% spot on. So it just goes to show everybody that this stuff is real. It's these apps, for everybody that says apps don't work, apparently they do. Otherwise, how would it be spot on every time at every investigation?
Yeah, there's no way.
It's a mystery. We got one coming up next weekend.
very excited for this.
I went and did the walkthrough last night. The lady called last night while I was helping Dad film for his channel, which you guys should go check out. It's story time with Grandpa Dave. It's the best storyteller and telling that you will find on YouTube, hands down. His stories are funny.
Some of the things that he came up with as a child, like it just is mind-boggling. How do you come up with stuff like that?
And it's all perspective coming from him when he was a child.
Right.
Just like Monster Under the Bed. We all thought there was a monster under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And he talks a lot about his monsters when he was little. And they were... they're pretty funny. And then we actually got to go on location to his old house. And we got to see where a lot of those monsters came from. And it was
kind of creepy.
Kind of cool.
Places.
It was pretty creepy. I wish we could have done a ghost hunt in there, but I would much rather have gotten Dad put into the shop.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was awesome.
We got his reaction too. That was pretty cool.
So go check out his channel. It's very much worth it.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. Go subscribe to him. Very funny stuff. So the next video we have coming up, not a video location.
Mm-hmm.
Next location.
Right.
I won't say where it's at because we're still kind of working with the owners and they're kind of being hesitant on having their name brought out. But it is a old hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on it, but I believe it was 1870 that it was built.
Oh, wow. I didn't know it was that old.
And then it was turned into a hotel. Well, it was a house for a while, and then it was turned into a hotel. The reason they don't really want their name brought out with it is because there's a lot of drug use at the place. It's kind of a fun place to be. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of
it.
overdoses there. There's been a lot of death. And I mean, it's just so much history in this house. Everything in the house is original. Obviously, it's been painted, but the foundation is still rock, just like Dad's.
Yeah.
That was still rock. Remember the foundation downstairs? Yeah. That was all rock still. This place, she took me down into the boiler room, and we heard a long sigh. It was just kind of like, but it was a female voice.
Mm-hmm.
So I turned around and I took a picture where the sound was coming from. And sure enough, and you guys will see this on the video. I'll put this on the video. There is something peeking through the door. Everybody that's looked at this photo, they can see it. It's pretty creepy. It has the face I showed you.
Yeah. And
you can kind of see the eye sockets. We ran Paravox when we were doing our walkthrough, and the stuff we got. One of the things it called for was Christian, not Kristen, Christian, which is a name. The guy that was walking around with this lady's husband, his jaw just dropped, literally dropped. And the lady asked what the name was, told her the name, and apparently that was the guy that died in the next room. That's from crazy. A drug overdose. One of the guys dropped dead by a fence from an overdose. She didn't even say a word about it, and she was walking me towards the fence, and it said drug. And then it kept saying drug. They've got surveillance cameras up there, and her and her husband was sitting outside, and they got an apparition of a little child sitting next to them.
Sorry.
Bless you. Oh yeah, we should probably turn down our phones, huh?
Yeah.
Well, bad.
I already did mine.
Well, I didn't.
One step out.
I just ran through the door. But they've got some photos of the apparitions there at the house. She says there's a lot of Native Americans there.
Mm-hmm.
There's children. So we'll go check that one out next week.
Super excited for that one.
I'm very excited. I'm trying to get all my homework done on it, pulling up all the history, all that kind of stuff. But with work,
You never know what's going to happen.
you never know. We did get a bunch of new equipment. Like this that you guys are seeing us on right now is one of our new cameras. We've got a new mic coming in.
Mhm.
We've got wireless mics. We've got new IR lights.
Mm-hmm. There was something else.
We got snow boots.
Yeah. I got a mannequin head
She got a mannequin head
to do hair on.
because she's weird. But we're trying to capture all the sound as best as we can when we go to these places. Because I realize that we hear a lot of stuff that you guys can't hear. And it's kind of a bummer for us because we want you guys to hear what we're hearing. Which kind of brings me to the next thing here. When you're watching these videos, the best thing to do is put on headphones. If you put on headphones, you will hear
So much more.
everything. Literally everything. That's the best way to do it. You'll also catch stuff that we didn't catch. Like there's a couple times, like my little sister came in and she put stuff down in the comments. All you do, if you hear something that we don't, and you don't see it's at the bottom of the screen, typed in, whatever, go down to the comments, put in the time. You can see the time at the bottom of the camera, bottom of the screen. Put the time in there that it was, and a little note of what you heard. Because we don't catch everything.
Mm-hmm.
We try to catch everything. Most of the time, I do these editings late at night.
In bed.
In bed.
With the headphones on.
With the headphones on.
Laptop on the lap.
What?
Laptop on the lap.
Laptop on the lap.
And I'm snoring away.
And she is literally snoring away, and I can hear her with my headphones on.
Not that bad.
It's that bad. What else?
Do we have another one coming up other than that one next weekend?
So, one of the videos that I just told you, the haunted item, is it had a brother.
Mm-hmm.
How's that sound? It had a brother.
Yeah.
We did the sister part of it already, and we got some responses. That one will probably be the next one to come out. That or the coffee one.
Yeah.
I know the owners of the coffee shop are
Antsy?
really antsy to get that one out there. We got some good stuff down there. That one was just me and Nikki that were down on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And we were down there for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, it was a while.
So that one, there'll probably be a lot of cuts. But then we'll bring you the haunted item because that one we got some good stuff.
Yeah.
We
Well,
got
there,
some
get some coffee.
very good stuff.
Their coffee's really good.
Yeah. If you ever come to Logan, this place that we got the chance to do the investigation.
Yeah.
They Nikki got some coffee there. What was that? No,
like no man, I don't know, no land.
Oh,
coffee.
look it up.
Let me look it up real quick.
but this coffee shop I have never ever heard of.
Yeah. And
Like,
we both
never
lived here
heard
our
of.
whole life.
And this is the town I grew up in. I found them on the news. So they were doing a Halloween thing. And I was like, oh, let's contact them. Got a hold of them. They allowed us to come in and
Oh wait, you haven't posted it yet,
no.
so I can't look it up. Oh, just kidding. I wasn't thinking.
I always forget their name. That kind of makes me feel bad, but it's very
well worth the coffee. It is worth
you guys, this coffee is amazing. Like just the smell of it. And actually one of our responses that we got was coffee
Yeah, we got it that one a few times, I think.
through the Parabox.
Mm-hmm.
And we are not sponsored by any of these. All the apps we use, all the places we go to, we're not sponsored by anybody. Everything that we have either comes out of our own pocket or dad went and got us a I can't even think tonight,
I know.
the Spirit Box
Yes.
and then an EMF. It was actually pretty cool. He just called and said, come on over, came over, and he's like, here you go. So
Sorry, I'm still trying to find it.
getting a lot of support from the family, which is good. We like to have support from the family.
Yes.
It's always good to have them have your back.
Means a lot.
But anyways, the coffee down there is amazing. If you come to Logan, they are down by the fairgrounds, batting cages.
It's called Willow Park, by Willow Park.
By Willow Park batting cages. It's good, and you'll probably see a ghost.
Country No Nonsense Coffee.
Country nonsense coffee.
Yep.
The best coffee.
Oh, so good. So good.
I guarantee you go in there for their coffee, and you're gonna end up coming out with a ghost story.
Yep.
So Dad says, when does that come out? The coffee one or the haunted object one? How about you go on and you read the comments?
Okay.
That way you can keep up.
Absolutely.
The coffee one, I'm going to try to get out this week. Hopefully by Wednesday. He says the coffee one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one will come out probably by Wednesday for sure. And it's a good one.
Yeah.
Like real good.
That was fun. It was a little chilly, but it was a good one.
It was cold, and then we're getting into the cold season. Once we get into the cold season, things start slowing down a little bit for us in the paranormal world. So we've got a whole shelf full of haunted objects.
Not just the ones behind
Not
me.
the ones behind me. There's probably 30 upstairs.
Oh, easy. There's a lot. Too many.
There's quite a few up there.
Too many to count.
We'll do that, and then we want to do some ghost stories, kind of have a round table. Have my dad there, have my sister there, just kind of get everybody in there to tell ghost stories, things that happened. My dad in that old shop, he's got some stories. That place is.
It was cool to finally put a picture to the place when he talks about it all the time.
Yeah,
I'd never been there.
It's very scary. He's got some stories, so we'll get his stories on here for you guys. And then we're getting close to the end of season 2.
Yeah, already. Holy cow!
Yeah, it feels like we just started season 1
like a couple weeks ago.
See, and then next year during the season 3, we have got a lot in the making, especially when it comes to Wyoming. Wyoming, we love you guys. Very haunted. You guys keep your history there. It is
so
awesome.
Many different cool places.
Like, there's a ghost town over there. Carbon. Is it Carbon Ghost Town?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I just want to say.
So that one, they had a outlaw by the last name of Burris that was pulled off a train, and he was hung just right there on a telegraph pole. And that's because he just got done killing a U.S. Marshal and a deputy. And they buried him outside of the cemetery. And that happens a lot.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
So if anybody knows something I don't know about that, then
or why they do
let us know, because it's the thing we're finding out with these outlaws, with all these guys that have killed law enforcement, all the prisoners, all that kind of stuff. They're buried outside the cemetery. A good portion of them, or they're upside down.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you go back down to like Salt Lake, they're buried literally upside down in their coffin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
With their butt face in the world. So it's interesting doing this type of stuff. You get to find out a lot of stuff you wouldn't know of. Very interesting though.
Yeah.
Like if you guys missed it, go back and watch Where is Oliver Carlson?
Mhm.
Like that one. It was just from the answers we were getting on our Paravox and on our Necrophonics was enough to make your hair stand up.
Dad
And then
says, fart. Sorry, finish.
fart. That's just,
No, finish what you were saying.
everything was just so spot on. It was giving you goosebumps. I ended up going into the cemetery that night, and it was pretty creepy.
Yeah. So Grandpa Dave says you are going to do that ghost town as well? Question mark.
Oh yes, yeah, that one.
That one may have to be a two-parter.
Yeah, that one might have to be a two-parter. We've been doing a lot of the history on that. My little sister and her husband went out there and they found a piece of glass. It was from 1926. It was old.
Yeah, it was
Real old piece of
Found a bunch of
glass.
cool
It was.
stuff.
That's when we want to go to. We do want to go back to the prison and do a tour with the camera mic'd. We've got almost 5,000 views just on our prison one, and everybody keeps saying they can't hear it. You can't hear it because it was a body cam that we were using.
Yeah, because at first we didn't think that you could take cameras in there.
Yeah, we didn't know we could take a camera. We thought we were going to have to sneak it all in, whatever. So next time we go up there, we are going to use a mic'd camera and...
A body mic too?
No, we're going to use the actual camera.
Oh, okay.
See, and we've got other little cameras. Like we had the little body cam that you guys saw with the prison, and then we have like a GoPro. The GoPro we'll probably use because we can mic that one.
Yeah.
Now we can do wireless mics.
Yeah.
So we can even hide the microphones.
Heck yeah.
Just a lot of fun stuff is coming. The more and more that we're doing, the more and more we have people reaching out to us to come look at their locations. They're getting a hold of us with ghost stories, which this wintertime too, we want to reach back out to those people. And the way we have our setup, we can call them on the phone and kind of do a little call-in program.
Lots of opportunity.
There's quite a bit of opportunity for growth.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a lot of our local teams reach out to us, and everybody wants to start getting together, start doing more and more together, which is good. But the only problem I have with it is it's all the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Ghost Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to go to the Ghost Adventure spots.
Right.
But it's like, that's old news.
Right.
So you go to the places like the Carbon County.
Mm-hmm. That haven't been explored yet.
What's that?
Witch tree in the spring.
Oh, yes. In fact, I'm going to try to get Mom talked into going to the witch tree with us.
That would be fun.
I'd like to see Mom go to the witch tree.
I wouldn't miss that for the world.
Tyler's gone to the witch tree, Mom. Tyler.
That means you have to. I think that's a challenge.
Dad says good luck. So we've got a lot more coming. And like I say, we might even have a lot through the wintertime. It will be cold, but every little thing that we get, we'll bring to you guys and let you see it. If you see that it's a no name or if it's unknown, anything like that, that means we cannot share that location. Just because the owners don't want that negative thing. Like there's a couple businesses that we're waiting on, and they're very afraid of having haunting tied to their name, but on YouTube.
Which is understandable.
It is understandable, but the thing with this is the way I look at it, my perspective on it, at least for me, is if I have a business that's haunted, I'm going to put it out to the world that my business is haunted, because that's going to draw people in.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to want to come in and experience the ghosts. But there again, you're then get those people that are deathly afraid and they don't want to
go there because of that.
They don't want to go visit.
Right.
Because of what's there.
Right.
And so I can kind of see it both ways. Maybe that's why I'm not a business owner. Could be.
Could be.
What else is there?
Wasn't we gonna go to? I didn't know if you had planned on doing that video about it, that Miracle Mile that she was telling us about.
No, we already went there. It's a real nice area, though. How
I was
about
thinking you
somebody's
wanted to go
attic? So with somebody's attic, we want to go back because when we were done with the video, they showed us the basement.
Yeah.
And the basement on that is
Creepy.
There's things around every corner, but the history in that basement, there was a cult in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
There was a cult that worked in the basement, and it's creepy. Like the feeling that you get when you get down the stairs, it's
a heavy,
very
uneasy.
heavy. So that's one we got to kind of work on. They didn't want us to film the basement because they have a lot of drug addicts. They have a lot of homeless that break into the basement. And they were afraid that with our filming, it's going to show people good places to hide. But I'm betting we could probably talk them into it.
I'm sure we probably could.
Because that basement it's scary.
Good.
It is very scary. Which also brings me to Out West.
Oh, that's right.
So we were going to do it this year, and I just got stuck with work, bombarded with work. We were going to go out west and visit the old ghost towns out there, and it would be a good one. Like going out west to Kelton, they have a cemetery out there from when the trains met, Gold Spike, all that kind of stuff. And then there is a split in the mountain where they had to kind of blast through it to put the tracks. Up in there, I don't know what has happened in there. Kelton. That's where it is. It's in Kelton.
Yeah.
Do they have a name for the train track area, the blowout in the mountain? That's one spot that we want to go to. That whole area. We thought about dragging the camper out there and spending a couple nights out there.
Yeah, that would be fun.
And just hitting it all. I mean, just listening to the coyotes.
Not really,
so there's no name on it.
Yeah.
But that's one place we want to get to. We want to get to all these places before they develop too much.
Yeah.
Cache County.
We won't have a chance of going
Cache County's booming, so they're knocking down
all the old
buildings, and it's
sad.
It's really sad. I mean, the thing is it's the location. It's not always the building that's haunted. A lot of the times it's the location, which brings me to the haunted car wash.
Oh, that's right.
So another one that we do have coming up is the haunted car wash.
Mm-hmm.
Back in my dad's time, back when I was little, I don't even know how long that house was there.
Yeah, it was there for a while.
There was a little white house with a nasty looking tree.
Jamie says hello.
Hello, Jamie. There was a nasty little tree out there, and it looked like a hanging tree. I always growing up thinking it was a hanging tree.
Mm-hmm.
I
wonder about the old skating rink. That one would be
That'd
fun.
be a good one. Because around that's pretty.
Yeah. Well, and isn't that kind of close to the old Budge Clinic? Or no, that's on 4th.
No, that's right by the old Budge Clinic. That's next door. Yeah.
I was thinking
the apartments.
Oh yeah.
There's a parking lot that separates them.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, they knocked down the house and they put a car wash there. And the guy that owns the car wash now is a guy that I went through the fire academy with, and he says that place is very haunted. So we'll go do that one as well. I kind of want to do that one when it starts to snow, because what I'm testing is weather. That's kind of something I want to start looking into, is how weather is related to paranormal activity. I do know when there's a lightning storm, electric storm, anything like that, it gets a little bit more active because of the electricity in the air.
Do you want me to tell you what Jamie said?
Yep.
Jamie said the old skating ring would be awesome. And
Yes, it would.
Grandpa Dave said it was creepy when I was a kid.
Oh, it's creepy now.
Yeah.
It's very
I was
creepy.
just there yesterday too.
At the skating rink?
The car wash.
Oh, the car wash. So we'll do that one. That's something I want to test is weather when it comes to paranormal. We tested out the moonlight.
Yeah.
Full moon, new moon. And in all honesty,
yeah, it's not very.
all honesty, the full moon takes away from scariness.
Yeah, because it just lights everything
It
up.
lights everything up. The energy's
Good energy.
a little bit there, but there's nothing creepy about it. Like a full moon is kind of boring.
I watch you and Dad's videos all the time. Excited for more, says Jamie. And Grandpa Dave says thunderstorm on ours at the bridge.
Yes.
That was, yeah.
That's right. We had the lightning storm coming out.
Yeah, lots of lightning in the background.
And it got kind of heavy.
Yeah.
When that started coming, we had to go because, we were on the train tracks. You don't want to be on something metal when there's lightning coming through.
Plus surrounded by trees.
Plus surrounded by trees, and we're kind of the tallest thing once we're walking out.
Yeah. That's
No
3
thanks.
strikes, you're out.
But I do want to see how the snow impacts paranormal.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to do the car wash when we get a cool snowstorm coming in, and I'm not getting called out.
Yeah.
That'd be fine.
I'd be okay with that.
What?
I'd be okay with that.
So when it comes to the roller skating rink, there is a building next door to the roller skating rink.
Mhm.
And this is one that we're also working on getting into. A lot of these places have been turned into apartments. So you got to kind of friend somebody in the apartment, become their buddy, and there's your access into it. We did a ghost hunt, and it was literally a ghost hunt at the building next door to the roller skating rink.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the old Budge Clinic, which is a medical clinic that's been here for forever.
Long time.
And the stuff that we got when we did that investigation,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people get a little offended when you call it a ghost hunt investigation.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be politically correct on this.
That's right.
So with that investigation, we got tons of stuff. That's when kids were probably, they were young. They were little
Before
babies.
You and I.
They were little babies. That's when I first started getting into paranormal. And we got babies crying. Tons of stuff in there. They had I was told it was a morgue down in the basement, a crematory.
Oh, yeah.
And it's creepy. Like that place, we'll get into it eventually.
Yeah.
Because that was the hot spot, my very first ghost hunt.
Was it really?
Yeah, that was my very first one. Was
That
at
would've been
the
exciting.
Old Budge Clinic. And then maybe we can get to the roller skating rink.
The flashlight was wow, Grandpa Dave says.
It's scary stuff.
Yeah.
And we did have a mag light. And we've got a mag light that we'll try on the next one.
Wait, what's that? Is that,
That twisty flashlight.
Oh, yeah.
So with the mag light, we're going to test that on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys will actually get to see the scare bear on the coffee one.
Yeah.
The coffee one, you guys, didn't it go off?
Yeah, like it wouldn't stop.
Like in the middle, because I kicked it in the middle.
Well, I know, but it started before.
Yeah,
we even
right when we
started
first got
filming.
in there.
Yeah.
So you guys will get to see what the scare bear is on the coffee one. We've had it for 6 months.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
We haven't used it because I like to use that on actual buildings. Outside, it's kind of iffy. But the scare bear is, you guys will like that.
Yeah. That's
What other equipment do we need to try?
pretty-
So we got the flashlight. Flashlight, what you do is you turn it to where it's the on-off, kind of that little halfway point. You set it down and you can ask questions. If it lights up, yes, it's kind of cool to watch. And that was done at the Budge Clinic.
Mm.
And it was turning on and off. It was creepy.
Plus, we're still playing with Parabox 3.
Yes, we can go into Parabox 3.
I need to download it.
Yes, you do need to download it. So, Parabox 3. The app is awesome. Actually, I'll go into it. And we're not, once again, we're not
Being promoted.
being promoted. We don't get anything out of these guys. We want you guys to have the same stuff as us, so that way you can test it out yourself to see that we're not full of crap.
Right.
You can say, hey, I use Parabox and holy crap. We went here and it was spot on. We went there and it was spot on. Hey, I tried Necrophonics and it was spot on here, spot on here, spot on here. But just be careful if you decide to go do this stuff. Be very careful what you do. Number one, stay away from the evil stuff. Don't even mess with it, because that is very serious stuff. You don't even. If you notice in all of our videos, we just no thanks.
Yeah.
No thanks. No thanks.
Don't even want to go there.
Just remember, stay away from anything evil. If you hear, oh, this place is so evil, don't even go there.
Especially if you're not educated in that kind of stuff.
I've got my demonology.
Right.
And I won't even mess with it. And I had to learn about all the demons.
Yeah.
I had to learn what they do, how they do it, why they do it, how they come, how they go. Where's my certificate?
I think it's upstairs. It's not.
I don't know. I was going to show you guys my certificate. But honestly, please, just from us, stay away from the evil stuff.
You could be opening up a can of
You
worms
will
if
open
you
up
have
something that
no
you
idea
don't
what
want to
you're doing.
open. I don't care how fun it is or how fun it seems. I wouldn't
Nothing
mess
good
with
can
it.
come from it.
That's why you don't see us using Ouija boards.
Never.
We will never touch a Ouija board. Before we started doing this, that's, as a group, we even said no Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Just in the motel, if that one even gets to the point to where it's getting evil because of the history, that's one we'll have to back off of. We'll get as much as we can, but there again,
When
that son
comes
will
into
back off.
play. Yeah.
That comes to stuff that we don't want to bring home, like the deputy warden's house.
Yeah.
That started to get kind of evil. We shut it off. We were done, ended it, and it was over. So
We don't need to bring nothing like that.
we just
home
try to
kids
stay
and
away
stuff.
from that kind of stuff. And I hope that you guys do too, for your protection and for your family's protection too.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring it home and have it attached onto somebody else at home. They're hard to get rid of. Not very easy. But on to Parabox. So if you guys decide to do this kind of stuff, make sure that you get yourself a good camera. We started off with one from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
It was like $150.
Yeah. Still have it. Still use
We still have it. We still use it, and it works perfect.
Yep.
It's
in
some
my
sort of
hand
sound
perfectly.
device, which a lot of the apps that you get on here, they have recording devices. It says rest.
Does it? Take a rest. You need to take a rest from work.
Parabox says to rest. That means no more tone for the night.
Yeah, right.
It's like with the Parabox 3, you're getting, and I'll compare it to what we have. So you have the ITC3, which we use all the time.
Yeah.
Every time you hear the Parabox coming on, Nikki will say, da-da-da-da, says Parabox. And that's the ITC3. It has the box. So if you go into the box, that's like our Necrophonics.
Mm-hmm.
So that will kind of go through and pick out voices. And then we've got the...
Words.
Huh?
It'll pick out words, not voices.
No, it does voices. And the other cool thing with Parabox 3 that I like is in our ITC that we use, it says one word.
Right.
Parabox 3 will say a whole sentence. Like on the Halloween one, it said a whole sentence, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah, that is
You
cool.
get the yes no, so you can basically ask yes no questions. They'll answer yes no. We played with that
Mhm.
on the coffee night,
shop one, yeah.
and it's kind of cool because you can see which way it's going.
Yeah.
It has almost like an EMF detector in it. If something comes close to it, you have lights on the side. They'll kind of zip in and it'll make a little beepy noise. Parabox 3.
Gotta have it.
That's a must have when you're ghost hunting. Awesome.
Yes.
Like literally awesome.
By far my favorite.
But you can do EVPs. So you can go in there and you can hit record and you can record and listen to your EVPs.
Plus, doesn't it store the words that are said, everything that's said?
Yeah,
Like
that's on the
your session,
that's
and then
the ITC3.
oh yeah. But I'm
So
saying
this
that-
has everything all into one.
Oh, gotcha.
If I can get into it. Okay, and then the other one that we use a lot is the Necrophonics. The Necrophonics, I think, is we get so much stuff on
one's
that.
Cool. Between
That
that and
one's
Parabox, those two are my favorite apps by far.
that one's usually pretty spot on. Parabox is this one.
Parabox or Necrophonic?
Oh, this is Necrophonic.
Yeah.
So that's the Necrophonic. That's a good one. And then also the SCD3.
That's one we don't use quite as often, but
Well, the reason why we don't use it much is because not the last time, but one of the times that we used it, it got taken over.
oh, that's right.
And it was talking all the way home when the
Yeah.
phone and the app was turned off. It kept talking.
That
And it was doing
creepy.
some sort of like
a deep.
really evil. It was the
Yeah.
first time that we went to the tracks.
Yeah, and it was on our way home. It did it literally the whole way home.
That was like 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't stop. So I mean, since then we don't use it a whole lot. And that is
Grandpa Dave says, I like that one. Which one?
Necrophonics.
Oh.
So the SCD3, same thing, scans through channels. It just picks stuff up.
Yep.
Those are the ones that we like. And Necrophonics is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, when we go to the cemetery,
Yeah.
like I can turn it on here and it's kind of easy going. When we get to the cemetery, you have 12, 13, 20, 200,000
things, yeah.
voices coming through all at once. And it's cool because it will whisper at you.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, we've been picking up sounds on it.
Yeah, like weird, odd sounds. Ones we haven't heard before.
It's been weird, like very weird. Another one that actually kind of creeped me out the other night when I was editing the Where is Oliver Carlson? So the part where I'm in the cemetery at night by myself, once again, I'm standing by a tree and there's a growl. That growl is on different frequencies. So that growl is off camera. And I didn't hear anything when I was there. And that it's a loud growl, like very loud, scary growl. I can play with the frequencies on the computer and see what's on the camera and what's not. And that's just so we can hear faint things in the background. And that growl was nowhere even being on camera, which was scary.
Yeah. Oh, Jamie says, gotta go. Love you guys. You're amazing.
Love you too, sis. She's another one you guys should go check out.
ASMR Dreamer.
Asmar Dreamer. She has been on a couple ghost hunts with us up in Wyoming. And she does the Asmar.
Mm-hmm.
She does it all on TikTok. And then she uploads it to YouTube. Asmar _ dreamer _.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff. If you want to go to sleep fast, go watch her stuff, and I mean that in a nice way.
Yeah.
It's not boring. There's also another video in there that my dad did with her while we were in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Holy crap. We were all rolling on the floor. It was funny.
I know, I wish I got to go.
Yeah, she skipped out.
I didn't skip out. I didn't get to go. Not even true.
So we're going to keep things going. Like I say, when it gets really cold outside and things start slowing down about us going in and investigating places, we're going to start doing a lot more of the sit downs. I do want to do a live filming, recording.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go live when I have my dad and my sister there, so that way we can talk some scary stories.
Right.
Like I know we're going live with Dad on Thanksgiving. It's fun when he goes live.
Yeah.
Like it's there again, guys. I'd go download it. I mean, go subscribe to his channel.
Yeah.
Because it's worth it.
Oh yeah. The way he describes things is just so funny. Like just like a kid. It's hilarious.
And he still remembers it.
Yeah.
So
he's a good storyteller.
Go check him out. If you are not subscribed to us, subscribe and make sure you hit your notification bell and hit all notifications. That way you know when our new videos are coming out. We can now do posts on YouTube because we crossed the 100 subscriber mark. What else can we do?
I don't know. You know.
And then the lives.
Yeah.
So make sure you're watching all those. Watch the shorts. I put a lot of information in the shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I put that we were going live tonight.
Yeah, that and new videos that are coming out.
The new videos that are coming out. There's a lot of different stuff in the shorts. For all of our new subscribers, welcome. Welcome
you.
to the family. Thank everybody for supporting us, coming and watching our stuff. It takes a lot to do one video. One video will probably put me...
And he says a lot because he's the one that does everything. I don't know how to do any of that.
So like one video will probably take me about 8 hours.
Probably close to that, yeah.
About 8 hours to go through and listen to, because when I hear something, I have to go through it and listen to it at least
20, 30 times
to make sure everything lines up. So it's just nice to see this kind of support come out. Kind of nice having it all pay off.
Yeah.
Going through and buying a bunch of equipment.
Yeah.
So we appreciate everybody, and we welcome everybody to come in. If you guys have questions ever, leave them down in the comments. We answer everything.
Or ideas.
Ideas that you guys have.
Things that you hear
anything.
that we don't.
We like to talk to our subscribers. That's what makes us excited. That's what keeps us going, is when you guys have questions
Or content.
and I don't know it all. If I don't know it, I will find an answer for you. Even if it's a dumb answer coming back,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have an answer for you. Trying to think what else there.
I don't know. I think we covered everything.
It's been fun. Caden and Tyler, they're mostly in the summertime stuff. Tyler a little bit more in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm. She's just been kind of sick lately.
Yeah, she was sick last time they came down. They live in
Ogden.
middle of Utah.
Yeah.
And they come up every other weekend. So whenever she's up, we're trying to get all the fishing in that we can right now.
And tracking in all the mud.
And tracking in all the mud.
I step on it. It hurts.
What she said. So just remember, if you have questions, leave them in the comments. If you don't want to leave it in the comment, or if you have a story for us that you want to share, email us. Our email is always in our videos down in the bottom description.
There you go.
It's shadowmountain at Shadow Mountain. Holy cow. Shadow Mountain Paranormal at gmail.com. Any stories.
We like
Even
to
if
hear 'em.
it's to email us and say,
Hey, what's up?
hey, we'll respond to you. I like talking to people about this stuff. I like talking to people about editing, recording, all that kind of stuff. This is real fun for me. That's why we do a lot of it for Dad too, because I enjoy it. It's real fun.
Yeah, right. You just like to hang out with your dad.
I do like to hang out with Dad. He doesn't yell at me.
I don't yell.
He doesn't bite me. All right, guys. Thanks again. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments and we'll answer them. And we'll keep them coming. So thanks, guys. Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Nikki says thanks. And we will see you guys
On the next
on the
one.
next one.
Bye, guys.
Copy Shop.